we're good with that.
I got a joke. No.
All right, very good. All right. Well, welcome to our second episode to Aspendale podcast. Today we have Brian, who is our treasurer on the board of directors, and then we have Hugo, who is our vice president. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great, man. Thank you, Chuy.
So how was the camp as of today is the last day of you guys' camp? How was it? How do you guys reflect onto it?
I think it was a very successful camp. All the kids behaved really well. And it was just all around just a perfect camp. The weather kind of held us back a little bit, but other than that, it was a successful camp.
Yeah, in the beginning it was kind of raining at first a lot, and then we had mud, and then we had a lot of the roads that were kind of bumpy. But overall, I mean, y'all did the activities, y'all were playing with the flow of it, which was really good. Hugo?
It was a good camp. We saw lives changed. I think the majority of the kids up this year were church kids, and so we saw God just peel layer after layer after layer off their lives, and I think that they're ready to go down and do something special for the Lord. Now we also saw at least I think 6 to 10 young people and children give their lives to the Lord for the first time. So that's the blessing of camp this week.
Yeah, definitely. So since this is our podcast, a lot of people don't really know you guys and know your guys' background. So tell me a little bit more about you guys. Tell me your testimony and tell me how you got involved, to be in Aspendale in this kind of ministry.
Okay. Well, like you said earlier already, my name is Brian Gray. I'm a member of Journey of Faith Community Church with Pastor Herb Mims. In 2018, Pastor Herb had asked me if I wanted to play drums at camp. I'd never been here before, and I said, sure. When? And he said, in 2 weeks. And I said, oh, my goodness. So I had to learn about 10 songs in 2 weeks, and that's the first time I met Hugo. We came up here and played. And I'll tell you, it was an experience for sure for me. I think it was the third or fourth night. I've never witnessed this before, but when the pastor made the call, if anybody wanted to accept Jesus in their life, we had probably about 20 to 30 kids come up and just give their life right there to Christ, and it blew me away.
Yeah, that was a great day. Yeah.
So
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
After that, I had to go outside, and of course, I was tearing up. I was bawling, and I just said a little prayer, and I asked the Lord. I said, Lord, if it's your will, I'd like to be a part of this place. If it's your will. And about 3 years later, I was on the board of directors. And before that, I was coming up here all the time, helping Jim out. Everything. So ever since then, it's just been full steam ahead for me.
Yeah.
About Aspendale. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that day because I remember we were having like a chat about it, and not even 5 minutes later that you came out and I saw you very emotional. And yeah, it's a very impactful camp. And that was actually the first camp that I was working with Hugo as well. And Hugo, I know you have a lot of years coming into Aspendale. So what have you kind of, seen onto people? What is one story that really stuck out for you on how you saw a young person's life turn around after they came to camp?
Just one person? We have sponsors this week that were children coming to camp years ago, and camp is a catalyst to impact their life, to get them on that journey with Christ. And if churches continue the follow-up, continue working with people that come to camp, it has a significant outcome. And we see that. We see that in the people that are here helping. Our camp nurse has been coming up here since she was 9, and she's now the camp nurse.
Yeah.
And her kids are up here this week. And so you see that impact continue. But those are churches that do the follow up. There's a blessing in the camp that can go generational if we are in tune with what God is doing in people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
And
No,
we see it. Yeah, we see it all the time.
Yeah, definitely. So I know, like your camp, Opportunity Camp, is particularly special because from what I remember is that, kids will come from hard times and just hard places. After being here for a week and after seeing their lives transform, what do you think is going to be a lesson that Aspendale can continue to shape people's lives, just as the kids that were here went through?
Well, I think that if you take Aspendale out of the experience in the lives of these kids, you take a big part out. God does amazing things up here. I've been to camps in all my ministry. I've been to many camps, and God moves in all these camps. But God has a special heart for Aspendale. He does things here I've never seen him do in other camps. He moves in ways that I don't see anywhere else, and I've been around a lot to different camps. So I think that Aspendale is a huge asset in the lives of kids, particularly the kids of El Paso, because El Paso is a poor city, and a lot of kids, number one, never get to have this kind of experience, just getting out of the city and coming up to a place like this where they get a chance to view nature. They get to see an environment that they don't normally see in their daily life. Okay, and traditionally, Opportunity Camp reaches out to economically challenged, at-risk kids, and so when we raise money for Opportunity Camp, we do it because some of these kids can't afford to come up here, and the the beginnings of Aspendale were for that very end. The founders got together because they wanted kids like that to have an opportunity to come up here when Aspendale was first founded. And so the tradition continues. The desire of those founders is seen every year in Opportunity Camp.
Right. No, yeah, definitely. When I first came here, I remember that I was 14 and I saw this beautiful place and it just felt different. And as now, like, I'm working here and I'm constantly with different of camps, campers, kids and stuff like that. It's just how Jim has said it in the past is like, we're here to help the church. We're here to help the groups that are here, really, just to ensure that their experience is great, to ensure that we make sure that our services is great, so they don't have to worry about anything else and they can experience God just one-on-one and separating themselves from the city life. And hopefully once they leave camp, they leave here with a new reset of everything.
Yeah.
And hopefully they can go ahead and continue that route into following Christ. Well, thank you guys very much for you guys' time, and hopefully you guys have a good send-off.
Right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chuy.
Thank you guys.
Thank you very much.